1400 AM and 101.3 FM. Welcome to WCYN Sports, live broadcast of the Harrison County Fillies Volleyball Match of the Week. Tonight's game is brought to you by Ware Funeral Home in Cynthiana and Mount Olive. And now, to guide you through every serve, dive, set, and assist, here's your host. It's Ed Lewis.
Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Hilltop, home of the Harrison County Fillies. And the Fillies tonight playing host to Madonna Academy's Vikings. Good evening to you. Ed Lewis along with you. And we've got what should be a very interesting matchup. Madonna out of the 9th region, out of northern Kentucky, 17-6 on the year, 10-5 in the 9th region, and 2-3 in the 34th district is how they come into play. This Harrison County Ball Club coming off of a heartbreaking loss to Scott High last Thursday night, where they fell 2-0. They come in with a record of 20 wins and 10 losses on the year. The only team in the 10th region with 20 wins, 13-2 in the region, and 8-0 in the 38th district going into play tonight. Tonight does start the final 2 weeks of regular season play as we're inching our way closer towards the district tournament to take place 2 weeks from tomorrow. We'll be heading or making our way to Robertson County for a doubleheader action and opening round of the 38th district on that Tuesday night. But we'll tell you more about that in just a little bit. Harrison County, Madonna. It's been a little bit since they have played as we take a look back as far as history goes between these two ball clubs. It's been a couple of years. They played in 2022. Saw Harrison County win that one 2-0. Back on September the 29th of 2022. Harrison County, as a matter of fact, has won 5 of the last 6 matchups going into play going back to 2016. The thing is, though, if you look at the overall record going back to 2006, Harrison County, they have played 20 times against Madonna. This will be the 21st matchup. Madonna has won 14. Harrison County has won 6. They have really done a nice job. Madonna, as we mentioned, winning their last one in 2021. As far as we take a look, we've had a few shutouts in these matchups. We've had a few that have won 2-1, so we'll see what happens here tonight. We are playing the best of 3 this evening, in case you are curious of the way these two clubs will be playing here tonight. Earlier tonight, Harrison County's JV club defeated Madonna 2-0. So taking care of business, getting into play tonight. So you mentioned tonight does start the first of the last 2 weeks of regular season play for this year's campaign. After tonight, Harrison County tomorrow night will be making the trip to Lafayette. Be taking on the Lady Generals in the 11th region in a freshman JV varsity tripleheader. We then on Thursday night will be making our way to Campbell County as it'll be senior night for Campbell County. Harrison County and Campbell will tangle. We'll be on the air somewhere around 6:30 is scheduled match time on Thursday night. Then on Tuesday night, Bishop Rossford makes their way here to the Hilltop. As Lady Stangs in Harrison County will play. It's a 6 o'clock start. We'll be on the air. Actually, it's a 7 o'clock start. We'll be on the air a little before 7. October the 15th, a week from Tuesday. That wraps up our coverage as far as regular season. Phillies do have one more matchup on October 17th, Thursday night. The Bourbon County Lady Cardinals will be in for a freshman JV varsity matchup that night. But as we said, as far as the Harrison County Phillies, the varsity, or the volleyball match of the week, we have got 2 more after tonight, that being Thursday night, as we make our trip to Campbell County, and then we'll follow that up next Tuesday night when Bishop Rossford makes their way here to the Hilltop as well. Well, we're inching our way closer to getting tonight's lineups as well as our matchups. Just a matter of moments. But before we do that, let's take a look and see what some of the other fall sports are doing around Harrison County. First, for the Harrison County Fillies, the soccer team, they open up district play tonight. The 38th District Soccer Tournament being played over at Pendleton County this evening. Things are scheduled to get underway at 6 o'clock tonight, so they should be underway with Pendleton County and Mason County, followed by Maysville, St. Patrick, and Harrison County. Phillies will take to the field at 8 o'clock tonight as far as the 38th District. They will go in with a record of 6-11, 2-3 in district play. As far as regular season play against Maysville, St. Pat, they did not play in regular season play this year. And the winners will meet on Wednesday night at 7 o'clock. As we said, the 38th District girls soccer tournament being played over at Pendleton County. Now, as far as the Harrison County Thoroughbreds 38 soccer tournament, they get underway tomorrow night. That's being played up in Mason County. And you'll see Mason and Pendleton play at 6, followed by Harrison County and Maysville St. Pat. Actually, Maysville St. Pat and Harrison County will play at 6. They'll be opening that up tomorrow as well. So that'll be going on tomorrow night. They did not meet in the regular season either. Now, that is the way, with the championship scheduled on Thursday night. All of that being played in Mason County as well. So that is the way that the Breds Soccer District Tournament gets underway as well. As far as the Harrison County Football Ball Club, they were off on the off week this past Friday night, or back in action this coming Friday, as they make the trip to Mason County to take on the Royals. Kickoff will be at 7:30. We'll be on the air a little after 7 on Friday night from Mason County. As we mentioned, it should be a very interesting matchup. While we're talking about football, we'll remind you tomorrow night we'll be at Capilla Kitchen and Cantina Mexican Restaurant as we have the Harrison County Thoroughbred Coaches Football Roundtable Show with head coach Van Isaac. And as we mentioned, we'll have a lot to talk to him about. And that'll be going on tomorrow night at 7 o'clock at Capilla Kitchen and Cantina Mexican Restaurant right there in downtown Cynthiana. You are welcome to come and have dinner and ask any question you may want to ask. That'll be going on tomorrow night, so please join us for that. We're just a couple of minutes away from getting our national anthem as well as our lineups. In just a matter of moments here from the hilltop is Harrison County looking for win number 21 on the season. And Villa Madonna, the Eagles, coming in looking for their 18th win on the season out of the 9th region. So that is, we're just inching our way closer to getting tonight's matchups underway. We're going to step out. We'll hear from our sponsors, Ware Funeral Home, of course, both in Cynthiana and Mount Olivet, as they've been with us since day number 1 of the Harrison County Fillies Volleyball Match of the Week this year. And if you're watching on YouTube, we're being brought to you by Nathan Linville and Dan Cummins, dancummins.com.
Ware Funeral Home believes that you deserve the very best. When life's journey comes to an end, you want a funeral home to be there before the need arises, to answer questions and offer affordable funeral service options, to be there during your time of loss to offer genuine caring and concern. And you want a funeral home to be there after the service to assist and guide you through the maze of paperwork and offer grief assistance and materials. Ware Funeral Home, US 27 North, caring enough to give you the very best.
Since 1956, your local hometown station and the home of the Breds and Phillies. WCYN, 1400 AM and 101.3 FM.
Back at the hilltop, we're just moments away from heading down to our PA announcer, Assistant Athletic Director Scott Fields, for tonight's lineups, as well as our national anthem. Villa Madonna Academy out of Villa Hills, Kentucky, northern Kentucky, out of the 9th region, against the Harrison County Phillies out of the 10th region, as they'll get ready to take to the floor. Both clubs under long-time head coach, veteran coaches, of course, Coach Dr. Faulkner, Bill Faulkner, the senior coach, so to speak. He's been at the head longer than anyone in the 10th region for the Harrison County Phillies. And for Villa Madonna, Sandy Kitchen, who has been a long-time head coach of Villa Madonna. If you're a softball fan, you're going to know that name. She's also the head coach of the softball Campbell County Lady Camels. And so you'll know that name, and she'll be a familiar face here. Both clubs beginning to line up on the end zones, and we're about ready to head down to the Assistant Athletic Director, Scott Fields, for tonight's national anthem.
Tonight's game features the Villa Madonna Academy Vikings versus the Harrison County Phillies. At this time, that's to Police Stadium, where we have the playing election anthem. Number 13, Madonna. Number 14, Victoria Seagull. Number 20, Madonna. Number 1, let's see, Elizabeth. Number 24, Paul Frost. And number 23, Darren Johnson. Head coach of the Vikings is Miss Sandy Kitchen. And now, 2024 Harrison County Volleyball Ladies. Let's see, the junior, Leslie Highlander. A junior, number 3, Laura Highlander. And senior, number 5, Baby Hill. A senior, number 7, Audrey Dawson. A sophomore, number 8, Lana Kevin. A senior, number 9, Jody Hill. A senior, number 10, Lily Crawford. A senior, number 11, Steph Dixon. A senior, number 12, Carl Hollis. A sophomore, number 14, Audrey Winford. A senior, number 22, Nicole Croy. A junior, number 24, Cheyenne Ross. And a senior, number 26, Caroline Tucker. And number 30, Christopher Walker. Assisted by Randy Slaughter and Sarah Taylor.
There you go. Tonight's lineups, our national anthem. All we're waiting now is to get the ball thrown up and get this match underway. Villa Madonna, as I mentioned, out of the 9th region, Northern Kentucky. Villa Hills, Kentucky, the home of Villa Madonna Academy. Harrison County Fillies. About ready to get this matchup underway here from the hilltop. We start the first of the last 2 weeks of the regular season on this year's campaign. Phillies winning the JV matchup earlier tonight, 2-0. See if they can sweep tonight's matchup. Harrison County looking like this. Lexi Highlander, Lillian Watson, Audrey Dawson getting a start tonight. Also, Bree Tucker, along with Kaylee Fields and Audrey Whitaker out there. The libero will be Owen McCoy. We'll see who comes in for Owen here in just a moment, or who goes out for Owen. For the Vikings, Rebecca Rizanio. Also, Ellie Britling will have a seat, while the libero, which is Anna Rosalio, will come in to start. Also getting a start will be Victoria Sebald. They are joined out there by Maya Kondek. And we'll get to the final in a moment as we get this one underway. Rosario back across. Going up with a big Kondek. Kondek gets it to fall, and just like that, it's 1-0 Vikings. Madeline Carmen, the 6th member of that unit out there for the Vikings. Catherine Gifford getting ready to serve. Gifford is a senior, one of 2 or 3 seniors on the roster. She'll get it across, dug out by Fields. We go to Lexi, back to Dawson. Going up and forward is Kondek. Kondek gets it to fall, and just like that, 2-0. We are playing the best of 3 tonight, so it's come to take care of business. Gifford will get ready to serve again for the Vikings. Across, dug up by Dawson. Finds Lexi, back to Dawson. She'll tip it across. Rizanio gets it to Gifford, back across. McCoy gets a hand on it. Fields will dig it out, and they'll get it back across thanks to Lexi Highlander. Nice play. And now with it, Gifford will then turn around instead of Kondek. Kondek will end up knocking it out of bounds. 3-1. Harrison County will break the shutout here. Let's see if they can get a little bit closer. 3-1 our score. Lexi Highlander, the junior, will get ready to serve. Lexi gets it across and dug out that time by Rebecca Rizanio. Back to Rebecca Rizanio. McCoy returns fire. Nice job, Bowen. Continue Gifford. Then turns around and sits up Carmen. Carmen gets it across. McCoy with a dig out. She'll find Lexi. Lexi back to Dawson. Dawson way too hard. Out of bounds. It'll go 3-1 our score. Making her way in for the first time tonight, we Mary Chadwick. Chadwick, a freshman. She'll get ready to serve. Chadwick gets it back across. Dug out that time by Dawson. Dawson to Highlander. She'll get it to Lauren Highlander, who tips it across. She'll get it to Fall. 3-2 our score. Jolie Hill in for Kaylee Fields. And Audrey Dawson gets ready to serve. 3-2 our score. Dawson, one of 8 seniors for Harrison County. She'll get it across. Dug out that time by Chadwick. Chadwick to Rosanio. She'll end up knocking it out of bounds, and the Phillies will tie this up at 3-all. Audrey Dawson gets it across. Rosanio will knock it out of bounds. One time that was Anna Rosanio. She's a sophomore. Rebecca Rosanio is a senior. Phillies will take their first lead at 4-3. We're in the opening set. Dawson will get it across. Dug out by Anna. She'll get it back across, this time to Sebald. Sebald gets it across. Harrison County will knock it out of bounds, though, and we're tied at 4-all. Ellie Britling will check in for the Vikings as Anna Rosanio will have a seat. Maya Kondik will get ready to serve. She'll get it across. Dug out that time by Hill. And then going up with it was Sebald. Sebald went for the kill and gets it behind the Harrison County defense. Vikings will go up 5-4. Kondik, one of those 3 seniors, she'll get ready to serve. Back with you Thursday night on the road. Make the trip up to Campbell County, take on the Camels. Owen McCoy will dig it out. She'll find Lexi. Lexi sits up Lauren. Lauren for the kill, and we're tied at 5-all. Vikings not able to quite ready to handle that one. Kondik has a seat as Anna Rosanio will check back in. Audrey Whitaker will get her first action of the night. As Owen McCoy has a seat, Lillian Watson will get ready to serve. Senior, couple of dribbles and gets ready to go. We're tied at 5-all. Opening set of play. Watson gets it across. Dug out by Anna Rosanio. Out of bounds it'll go as Sebald gets a hand on it, but that's about all she can do, and the Phillies go up 6-5. Watson, a couple more dribbles. And into the net. Vikings will pick up the point. We're tied at 6. Owen McCoy in for Lillian Watson for Harrison County. As Rebecca Rosanio, the senior, will get ready to serve. She'll get the sign from Coach Kitchen, and across we go. McCoy to Lexi Highlander to Dawson. That's Anna Rosanio. She'll dig it out. They'll try to play it off the net. Rebecca Rosanio did and just couldn't quite make it. Phillies back up to 7-6. Cheyenne Ross, the junior, will come in for Lauren Highlander. And Shy will get ready to serve. Shy with a couple of dribbles. Back up and across we go. Hitting the floor and again across is Chadwick. Dawson to Lexi. Lexi to Hill. Hill was too far from the net. Tried to tip it across. It'll fall on the Phillies side, and we're tied at 7-all. Madeline Carmen back in for Mary Chadwick for Villa Madonna. Get our first look at Bree Tucker on the night, one of those 8 seniors as she comes in for Cheyenne Ross. Victoria Sebald will serve. Gets it across. Tucker has it laying at her feet. 8-7. Villa Madonna will pick up the point. Sebald will go back. This time Tucker will dig it out. She'll get it to Lexi. Goes across the net. Continuing on. Going up for the kill that time was Breitling. Dawson to Lexi Highlander. Hill goes for the kill. It lands on the line. Actually, they're going to say one of the Vikings touched the ball. Harrison County picks up the point. We're tied at 8-all. And that time, Jolie Hill serves right into the net. Vikings pick up the point, 9-8. Maya Kondik back in for Anna Rosanio. Ellie Britling will get ready to serve. Britling, an 8th grader, one of 2 8th graders on the roster. Gets it across. McCoy with the dig out. She'll find Lexi. Lexi to Dawson. Dawson gets it across. Continuing to move is Bretling. Bretling will go to Rosanio, to Griffin. Griffin gets it across. Continuing to try to move. Tipped across by Dawson. Rosanio will hit the floor but keeps it alive. Goes to Griffin. Continue to move. They'll get it across. Lexi Highlander back across. We continue to see action. Rosanio gets it over to Condek. Condek hits it too hard. Out of bounds. We're tied at 9. Bretling will have a seat as Anna Rosanio comes back in. Owen McCoy will check and get the sign from Coach Schweitzer, and she'll get ready to serve. We're tied at 9-all. Opening set of play. Hits into the net. It'll fall against Harrison County. 10-9 is our score. Phillies will pick up the point, or no, Phillies will give away the point. Vikings will pick up the point. 10-9 our score. Catherine Gifford, one of the seniors, will get ready to serve for Villa Madonna. She'll get it up and across we go. McCoy digs it out, finds Dawson. Dawson back across to Watson. Across we go. That's Rosanio to Gifford. Gifford then sets up Condit. Condit goes for the kill. Gets a pass. Harrison County defense. It'll fall in 11-9, and the Vikings back up by 2. Kaylee Fields is checked in for Harrison County. Owen McCoy, Bree Tucker out there, Audrey Dawson, Lexi Highlander, and Logan Watson. 11-9 their score. Gifford gets it across the net. Watson tries to go up for it, barely gets fingertips on it, out of bounds, 12-9. Biggest lead the Vita Club has had right now, sitting at 3. Gifford will get it up and across we go. McCoy with a dig out. She'll find Lexi. Lexi to Watson for the kill. And it'll fall just barely in, but it does fall in. 12-10 our score. Harrison County cuts in, makes it a 2-point lead. Bree Tucker has a seat as Lauren Highlander comes back in. Lexi Highlander gets ready to serve. Phillies down by 2. Lexi up and across we go. Dug out that time by Sebald. Rosanio will get it across. McCoy finds Highlander. Highlander to Dawson. Dawson for the kill. 12-11. Philly still trail by a point. Couple more dribbles and across we go as Lexi serves. Gifford turns around and tries to set up Carmen, but Carmen not able to handle it. It'll fall in, and we're tied to 12-all, and Coach Kitchen wants to talk about it, and she will take a timeout. 12-12 our score. Harrison County, Villa Madonna, an opening set, playing the best of 3 here from the hilltop. Being brought to you as our Harrison County Fillies Volleyball Match of the Week. Being brought to you by the Ware Funeral Home, both in Cynthiana and Mount Olivet. On our YouTube side of things, being brought to you by Nathan Linville at Dan Cummins, dancummins.com.
Ware Funeral Home believes that you deserve the very best. When life's journey comes to an end, you want a funeral home to be there before the need arises, to answer questions and offer affordable funeral service options, to be there during your time of loss to offer genuine caring and concern. And you want a funeral home to be there after the service to assist and guide you through the maze of paperwork and offer grief assistance and materials. Ware Funeral Home, US 27 North, caring enough to give you the very best.
Back at the hilltop, tied at 12-all. You saw Villa Madonna go up by 3 just a few moments ago. Phillies have put 3 up on the board to tie this thing up. And we'll see what happens here. Lexi Highlander gets ready to serve. She's joined by Owen McCoy, Keely Fields, Lauren Highlander, Audrey Dawson, and Lillian Watson out there. Well, that time Lexi hits it into the net. It'll fall against Harrison County. Villa Madonna will pick up the point as they break the tie and lead 13-12. Madeline Carmen, the one of 3 8th graders on the Vikings roster, will get ready to serve. She'll get it across, dug out by McCoy. McCoy to Lexi. Lexi to Lauren. Lauren gets it back across. Gifford with a dig out to Rosanio. Rosanio across to Sebald, who goes across, dug out by Lexi to McCoy. McCoy to Dawson. Dawson back across. Anna Rosanio goes to Gifford. Gifford gets it back over to Sebald. Sebald goes across. That's McCoy into the net. Lauren Highlander plays it in and gets it across. Continuing to move. Rebecca Rosanio gets it across. Lexi Highlander to McCoy. Back to Lexi. And it'll fall in against the Viking defense. We're tied at 13-all. More substitutions as Chadwick back in. As Carmen has a seat. Fields has a seat. As Jolie Hill comes back in for Harrison County. Audrey Dawson, one of those 8 seniors, will get ready to serve. We're tied at 13-all. It's a back across. It falls just in. That ball looked like it was going, had a beat going outside, and it fell about just a few inches from going out. It falls in. 14-13, Phillies up by a point. They've led by 1 a couple of times, but not been able to go much more than that. Dawson gets it back across. This side, we'll see Seabald. Seabald to Rosanio. She'll get it across to McCoy. McCoy to Lexi. Lexi to Hill. Hill for the kill. Anna Rosanio to Gifford. Gifford back across. This time to Seabald. Across, and Hill will hit the floor. So with the ball, we're tied at 14. Ellie Brittling will come back in for Anna Rosanio. Maya Kondick will get ready to serve. Kondick across, dug out by McCoy. McCoy to Lexi. Lexi back across. Continuing to move. That's Gifford to Rosanio. Across McCoy with a dig out. And the time falling. Nobody went after it, and it fell in on the Harrison County side. Vikings take the lead at 15-14. Kondick will get ready to serve again. Back across, dug out by Dawson, who hits the floor. Dawson to Lexi, Lexi to Owen. Owen back across we go. Gifford to Rosanio. Rosanio across to Seabald. Across the net we go. Lexi to Dawson. Dawson over to Hill. Back across to Seabald. Gifford then sits up Bredling. She'll get it across. Dawson to Hill. Hill gets it a little too hard, out of bounds. 16-14. Vikings take a 2-point lead. Kondick gets ready to serve. Harrison County needing to make a stop here. Kondick gets it across. Dawson finds Lexi. Lexi to Watson. One too many hits. 17-14. And the biggest lead that the Vikings have had returns 17-14. And Coach Faulkner wants to take a timeout and get his girls' attention back into the match here. 17-14 our score. 3-point lead for the Villa Madonna Vikings. They've led by 3 twice now. Let's see what happens here is at this timeout on the floor. Phillies back in action tomorrow night, making the trip to Lafayette, Lexington, to take on the Lady Generals. And made on the road Thursday night, going to Campbell County to take on the Lady Camels back in 10th Region play on Thursday. Bishop Browser next Tuesday. And then Bourbon County next week here at the Hilltop. Both those matches are here at home. 17-14. Villa Madonna getting ready to serve. It's Maya Kondick. She'll get it across. Dug out by Dawson. Lexi Highlander. Sits up Lauren Highlander. Continues to try to move. Chadwick got a hand on it, but nobody could get to her, and it'll fall. 17-15. Phillies pick up the point. Owen McCoy has a seat. Audrey Whitaker will come in for her for Harrison County. William Watson gets ready to serve. Watson back across. Anna Rosanio to Rebecca Rosanio to Bedling, who gets it across. Dawson with a dig out. She'll find Lexi. Lexi goes up to Hill. Hill for the kill. Phillies pick up the point. They still trail 17-16. Phillies down by a point, trying to cut into this 3-point lead. Trying to tie this thing back up. Lillian Watson across. Anna Rosanio to Rebecca Rosanio to Bedling. Bedling goes for the kill. Out of bounds. It'll go. Harrison County picks up the point, and we're tied at 17. 17-17. You might see the Phillies going on a little run here. And Watson gets it across. By Chadwick. Chadwick to Rosanio to Bedling. Bedling tried to go for the kill. As she goes for it, too far from the net. It will hit into the net, fall against the Vikings. Phillies up by a point, 18-17. Watson will get it across. Chadwick will hit the floor. The ball will go out of bounds. Phillies up 19-17. That's the biggest lead they've had tonight. Madeline Carmen, one of the 8th graders, will come back in for the Vikings. 19-17, Watson will take a look at Coach Schweitzer, get the sign, or she needs to hit the ball as she gets ready to serve. Back across we go, and Gifford hits the floor to Rosanio, to Bedling. Bedling went for the kill. Watson can't do anything with it except he ends up out of bounds. 19-18. McCoy back in for Watson. Phillies still up by a point. Rebecca Rosanio, one of those 3 seniors, will get ready to serve. Dug up by Lauren Highlander to Lexi Highlander. She'll go across, and hitting the floor is Sebald, and she's not able to get to it. 20-18, Phillies up by 2. Cheyenne Ross in for Lauren Highlander. She'll get ready to serve for the Phillies. Shai gets it across. Anna Rosanio to Rebecca Rosanio to Betling. Betling tried to go for the kill, was too far from it, missed it, and the ball falls down. 21-18. Phillies with the biggest lead they've had at 3 now. Timeout called by Coach Kitchen and the Vikings. It's the second timeout they've had here in the match, here in the set. Phillies up 21-18. And mind you, tomorrow night we'll be live at Capilla Kitchen and Cantina Mexican Restaurant for the Harrison County Thoroughbred Coaches Roundtable Show. We'll be joined by Harrison County head coach Van Isaac tomorrow night, 7 o'clock. Come out and get half-price appetizers. Special during that hour. It will be a lot of fun at Capilla Kitchen Cantina Mexican Restaurant. Out and have dinner and ask some questions. 21-18 our score. Harrison County, their biggest lead of 3. We've seen the Vikings go up by as many as 3 a couple of times here in this set. Cheyenne Ross will get ready to serve. She's joined by Owen McCoy, Audrey Dawson, Jolie Hill, Lexi Highlander, and Audrey Whitaker out there for the Phillies. Shia will get ready to serve, and here we go. Gifford with a dig out. She'll get it to Rebecca Rosanio, and Rosanio will get it to Sebald, who goes across. Harrison County returns fire. It'll fall in. Phillies up 22-18. Rebecca Rosanio, Sebald, Betling, Gifford, and Rosanio out there for the Vikings. Shai gets it back across. Dug out, nice play. And out of position. Madeline Carmen, the 6th member of that unit. 23-18, Phillies up by 5, biggest lead by the ball club. Shai gets it up, and back across we go. Dug out by Carmen. She'll find Rosanio. Rosanio gets it to Bedling. Out of bounds it'll go. As McCoy knocks it out, the point goes to Villa Madonna, 23-19. Victoria Sebald, a junior, the only junior on the roster. Gets it across, dug out by McCoy. McCoy finds Lexi. Whitaker gets it across. That's Anna Rosanio. Gets it back across. Going up for the kill that time is Carmen. Harrison County answers. Nice job. Rebecca Rosanio goes to Betling. Betling gets it to fall and makes it 23-20. Bree Tucker in for Harrison County. Sebald trying to break this lead, or trying to get closer. McCoy digs it out. Lexi Highlander tips it across. Sebald will return fire. Hill to Lexi to Dawson. And Sebald to Gifford. Gifford to Betling. She goes for the kill. Whitaker goes up. Out of bounds it'll go. 23-21. Point goes to Villa Madonna. Now the officials are talking about it. I thought it was touched by Whitaker and went out, but see, they're still talking. Coach Kitchen is talking to one official now quite a bit. And apparently not. Apparently, whatever the call was, the point goes to Harrison County. Makes it 24-20, so Philly's going for set point. Not sure what that call was. 24-20. Gets it across. Gifford sits up Bedling. Bedling will go for the kill. McCoy will dive for the ball. Not quite able to get so. 24-21. Condit back in for Rosario. Kaylee Fields back in for Harrison County. Bedling gets ready to serve. 24-21. That's Dawson. McCoy. Back to Dawson we go. Continuing to try to move. Rosario will then turn around and will set up Condit. Condit goes for the kill. Whitaker gets a hand on it. Out of bounds it'll go. 24-22. 3-point run for the Vikings. Bedling will serve. Dug out by McCoy. Lexi gets across. Gifford sits up for Rosario. Back to Gifford. Gifford takes it across. Fields with a dig out. She'll find Lexi. Lexi to Dawson. Dawson gets it across. That's Rosario. Back to Gifford. Gifford then turns around, sits up Condick across, and it falls about 5 jerseys. Not able to get to it. 24-23. Harrison County had Madonna on the ropes. Looked like this was going to end, and the Vikings have said not quite yet as they've come marching back. Back across we go. Fields with a dig out. That's Lexi. To McCoy. McCoy back across. Rosario sits up. Condit gets it across. Lexi to Dawson. Dawson back across. Dug out that time. Rosario sits up. Condit. Condit too hard. And they're going to give the point to Harrison County, or to Villa Madonna. They're saying the Phillies got a hand on it. It did not look that way from up here. The officials said that they saw Harrison get a hand on it. It ties at 24-all. What was a 24-19 lead is now at 24-24. Audrey Dawson continuing to talk to one of the officials about the call, but it's not going to change. They made the call. 24-24. Britling gets ready to serve. She'll get it across. McCoy with the dig out. Lexi. Dawson went for the kill, and she does. Condit goes up and says no. And it'll go against Harrison County. 25-24. Timeout call by Coach Faulkner. We have seen 6 straight points by Villa Madonna. As they take a 1-point lead, you do have to win the set by 2. So Harrison County now going to have to make a stop if they're going to pull this opening set out. Wow. We're in the opening set, playing the best of 3 tonight. 25-24 our score. Remind you, Friday night, Harrison County High School Thoroughbred Football. Red's on the road again this week, making the trip to Mason County to take on the Royals. Take off 7:30, pregame a little after 7 here on Friday night. Allie Britling will get ready to serve for the Vikings. Gets it back across, dug out by McCoy to Lexi. Lexi to Dawson. Dawson tips it across. It'll fall in. 25-all. Whitaker has a seat as Lillian Watson comes back in for Harrison County. Anna Rosario will come back in as Ellie Britling has a seat for Villa Madonna. Owen McCoy gets ready to serve, and she goes straight into the net. 26-25. Vikings now going for set point. So the Phillies have to make another stop here. (26-25). Gifford gets it across. Dug out by Fields. Fields to Lauren. Lauren back across Watson. Gifford turns around and she will set up Condit. Condit gets it across. Tucker with the dig out. Lexi Highlander to Watson. Watson gets it to fall. About 4 different white jerseys kind of looking at it. Tied at 26. Lauren Highlander back in for Bree Tucker. Still opening set of play. Tied at 26-all. Lexi Highlander gets ready to serve. Back across. Time dug out by Seabald to Gifford. Rosario gets it back across. McCoy to Lexi. Lexi to Dawson. Back across to Anna Rosario. Gifford across the net we go. It falls past the diving McCoy. 27-26. Vikings back up by a point. the set, or the set point. Madeline Carmen will get ready to serve. Dug out by McCoy. Lexi tips it across. As she tries to go up, Condick just trips her right back across. And Villa Madonna comes from behind to take the opening set, 28-26. Phillies had a 23-19 lead. Villa Madonna takes the first set, 28-26. Stay tuned. We got more coming up here from the hilltop as we'll get ready for the second set of play. As Harrison County and Villa Madonna will continue our Fillies Volleyball Match of the Week, being brought to you by the Ware Funeral Home, both in Cynthiana and in Mount Olivet. Our YouTube broadcast tonight being brought to you, as always, by Nathan Linville at dancummins.com.
Ware Funeral Home believes that you deserve the very best. When life's journey comes to an end, you want a funeral home to be there before the need arises, to answer questions and offer affordable funeral service options, to be there during your time of loss to offer genuine caring and concern. And you want a funeral home to be there after the service to assist and guide you through the maze of paperwork and offer grief assistance and materials. Ware Funeral Home, US 27 North, caring enough to give you the very best.
Since 1956, your local hometown station and the home of the Breads and Fillies. WCYN, 1400 AM and 101.3 FM.
Well, back at the hilltop, as we get ready to start in the second set. As we said, we are playing the best of three tonight. Villa Madonna comes from behind and wins the opening set, 28-26, to go up 1-0 here this evening. Harrison County, as we said, back in action tomorrow night, making the trip back in the 11th region, taking on Lafayette. And on Thursday night, we'll be making the trip to Campbell County, the first of three against 10th region opponents to end the season. I mentioned Campbell County up at Campbell. There will be Campbell. The Camels will be celebrating senior night on Thursday night. Then next Tuesday night, we'll be back here at the hilltop for the final two as Bishop Brossard's, easy for me to say, the Lady Stangs will be making their way here to the hilltop. We'll be on the air that night around 7 o'clock. And then on that Thursday night, Bourbon County comes in for the last regular season match of the year. We then turn around 2 weeks from tomorrow and make our way to Robertson County for the 30th District Tournament. That Tuesday night, 6 o'clock is scheduled Harrison County. They'll take on Robertson County. The Phillies undefeated in the 30th District this year. They have seen Robertson County 4 times, believe it or not, including 2 times a trip over to Powell County. They won all 4 of those matchups. But that'll be 2 weeks from tomorrow. And then the second of the matchups, we'll see Nicholas County and Pendleton. Pendleton defeating Nicholas both times they squared off this year. Championship matchup will be that Wednesday night at 6:30. So we'll see what happens. And as it says, 2 weeks from tomorrow for the 38th District Tournament. Well, we're about ready to get this back underway. Villa Madonna back on the floor. Harrison County slowly coming out. Kaylee Fields, Audrey Whitaker, Lillian Watson, Lexi Highlander, Audrey Dawson, and Lauren Highlander out there. Audrey Whitaker will have a seat as Owen McCoy will come in. Back to the starting lineup for Harrison County. 28-26 was our opening set. Saw Villa Madonna winning that one. Gifford, Condick, Rosanio, the other Rosanio, and battling out there, and they are joined by one other member. Let's see, Highlander to Dawson. Dawson for the kill. Rebecca Rosanio not able to come up with it, and it'll fall in there. That's Madeline Carmen, the 6th member of the unit out there for them. Lexi Highlander gets ready to serve. Across the net we go. Dug out by Carmen. Gifford then turns around and sits up Carmen back across. McCoy gets the floor, so does the ball. We're tied at 1-1. Sebald, Victoria Sebald is the other member out there that I missed. Gifford gets ready to serve. This is Catherine Gifford. She'll get it across. Dug out by Fields. Fields to Lexi. Lexi gets it across. Nicely done. Returned by Condick. Lexi gets it back up. It'll fall in. 2-1. Vikings will take a 1-point lead. Phillies 20 wins on the season. 20-10. Madonna with 17 of their own. Gifford gets it back across. McCoy digs it out, finds Lexi. Lexi to Lauren. Lauren continues to try to move. She'll get it across. Rosanio will get it across. Fields gets a hand on it, out of bounds. 3-1. Gifford. McCoy will dig it out. She'll find Lexi. Lexi to Watson. Back across we go. That's Carmel. Ball falls in. Past the Harrison County defense. 4-1. Phillies went up 1-0 to begin this set. We have seen the Vikings put up 4 straight points. Catherine Gifford will get ready to serve once more. Fields with a dig out. She'll find Lexi. To Watson. Back across we go. Rosanio. That's Anna. Gifford will then turn around to Conde. Gets it across. Lauren. McCoy. Out of bounds. 5-1. Gifford. It's ready to serve here. Back across we go. Dug out by McCoy. McCoy to Lexi. Lexi tries to go to Lauren. She was too far from the net. As she goes up for the kill, it'll go into the net. Falls against the Phillies 6-1. Coach Faulkner has just got to be shaking his head as he calls a timeout on the floor to try to stop this, whatever this run is. 6-1 our score. Harrison County trailing by 5. Here to the hands of Villa Madonna. As he is talking to the girls, trying to kind of get their attention here. To get back focused here. They were on such a nice run towards the last part of that first set, and Villa Madonna just continues to come back at them. So we'll see what happens. Anna Rosanio, Rebecca Rosanio, Maya Condick, Catherine Gifford, Victoria Sebald, and did I mention Madeline Carmen? Madeline. Dawson back across, dug out by Rosanio to Anna Rosanio. Rebecca Rosanio gets it across. Lexi finds Dawson. Dawson to Hill. Across we go. Dug out by Anna. Out of bounds. 6-3. Phillies have cut it within half. See if they can get a little bit closer here. Back across Dawson. And up. Gifford gets it to Carmen, who goes across. Harrison County gets a hand on it, but that's about all they can do. 7-3. Mary Chadwick back in for the Vikings. Dug out by McCoy. Lexi to Hill. Across we go. Dug out that time by Sebald. Sebald gets it on up to Condick. Condick for the kill. It'll fall in 8-3. Back to a 5-point lead. Mary Chadwick will get ready to serve. She's a freshman. One of 3 freshmen on the roster. Dug out that time by McCoy. Lexi to Watson. Watson will get it to fall in past the Viking defense. 8-4. Harrison County picks up the point. Audrey Whitaker back in for Owen McCoy. Lillian Watson gets ready to serve. Being brought to you tonight by Ware Funeral Home, both in Cynthiana and in Mount Olivet, bringing us our Harrison County Fillies Volleyball Match of the Week. And Watson gets it across. Anna Rosanio tried to dig it out, but nobody was able to get to it. It'll fall in. Harrison County picks up the point, 8-5, our score. Vikings with a 3-point lead. Phillies getting ready to serve. That's Watson. Watson back up, and across we go. Gifford to Rosanio. Across the net we go. And the ball stays alive. Watson to Whitaker to Dawson. Nice job by the Phillies. They continue to play. Hill gets it back over to Lexi. Lexi to Lauren. Lauren back across. Rosanio back to Gifford. Gifford across the net we go. It crawls across, and nobody from Harrison can get to it. 9-5. Owen McCoy back in for Lillian Watson. Anna Rosanio will have a seat as Ellie Bretling will come back in for the Vikings. Maya Kondik will get ready to serve. And across we go. Lauren Highlander to Lexi Highlander to Hill across the net. Continuing Gifford. Gifford gets it to Bredling, who goes across. Whitaker counters. Then Vikings counter. Harrison County hits it into the net. It'll fall against Phillies 10-5, back to a 5-point lead. The third time we've seen the Vikings go up by as many as 5 here in the second set. They do lead. They took the... Score. Cheyenne Ross in for Lauren Highlander. Shy will get ready to serve. Shy gets it back across. Rosanio. She'll set up Bretling. Bretling across. That's Hill. Hill to Dawson. Back to Hill. Across. Hits the top of the net, falls against the Phillies, 12-6. Carly Mullet, one of the 8 seniors, will come in for Harrison County. Shy Ross has a seat. 11-6 our score. On that scoring, I thought they already had 11, but it's 11-6. Rebecca Rosanio will get ready to serve. Rosanio across, McCoy with a dig out. She'll find Lexi. Lexi to Hill. Hill for the kill. Anna Rosanio, nice save. Gifford goes to Bretling. Bretling gets it across. Whitaker returns fire. It'll fall against the Vikings 11-7. Nice play that time by Audrey Whitaker. Jolie Hill, the senior, gets ready to serve. 11-7 her score. Phillies trailing before. Back across we go. Anna Rosanio to Rebecca Rosanio to Bretling. Bretling gets it across. Goes to Mullet. Carly can't handle it. 12-7. Kaylee Fields in for Jolie Hill. Victoria Seabold will get ready to serve. Ball comes across. McCoy. Nice dig out that time by Mullet. She'll get it across to Lexi Highlander, who gets it to fall. 12-8. Back to a 4-point lead. Whitaker has a seat. Lillian Watson back in. Owen McCoy, one of the 8 seniors, will get ready to serve. Owen gets it across. That's Gifford. Gifford to Bretling. Mullet, nice job. Digs it back out. Gifford gets it across. Seabald comes across. This time Harrison gets a hand on it. Out of bounds. 13-8. Back to a 5-point lead. Kondik back in for Anna Rosanio. Bretling gets ready to serve. The 8th grader hits it under the net. Makes it 13-9. Lexi Highlander gets ready to serve. Lauren Highlander back in for Carly Mullet. Anna Rosanio back in, the libero for the Vikings. 13-9 our score. Getting it across. Lexi will then see Dawson return fire. The Vikings can't handle it. 13-10, back to a 3-point lead for Villa Madonna. Timeout call by Coach Kitchen and Villa Madonna Academy. They have led by as many as 5 on 4 separate occasions. Phillies have cut it within 3. They trail 13-10 here in the second set. Remind you a few other things going on. Of course, both the Phillies soccer team open up district play tonight at 8 o'clock, taking on St. Pat up at Pendleton County. The Bread soccer team will open up district play against St. Pat tomorrow night. That being played up in Mason County. So, soccer teams opening up districts. We'll do it on the volleyball side 2 weeks from tomorrow. Phillies in Robertson County. And played over Robertson at 6 o'clock that Tuesday. 10th region, by the way, just in case you're curious. Tournament, the winner of the 39th will have the right to host. That is the Mason, St. Pat, Augusta, Bracken district. Bracken does have the most wins as far as those 4 schools go. So we'll see where we end up in what looks like probably 3 weeks from tonight. Continuing on. That's Lexi to Rosanio to Gifford. Gifford gets to Carmen, who goes across. McCoy digs it out. She'll find Lexi back to Dawson here and continue to move at Seaball. Rosanio gets to Condit. Harrison gets a hand on it. Out of bounds it'll go. 14-10. Catherine Gifford, the senior, will get ready to serve. McCoy tried to get it go up, but not able to do so. It'll fall in, and just like that, the Vikings back up by 5, 15-10. And across, McCoy hits the floor, knocks it out of bounds, 16-10. Biggest lead that Bill Madonna's had. Gifford. Back across we go. Dawson will find Lexi. Back to Dawson. Dawson went to get it across, as she does. Condit goes up. He just returns fire. The Phillies can't handle it. 17-10. Biggest lead they've had for either set is at 7. Gifford. Fields will dig it out. She'll find Lexi. Gets it to Lauren, who gets it to fall. As Rosanio hits the floor and knocks the ball down. 17-11. Jolie Hill in for Kaylee Fields. Andre Dawson gets ready to serve. Dug out by Rebecca Rosanio to Gifford. Gifford then turns around and gets it to Carmen, who goes across. Harrison can't handle it. 18-10 or 11. 18-11. Back to a 7-point lead. Coach Faulkner wants to talk about it. He'll call his second timeout. 18-11 our score. We're going to step out. Hear from Ware Funeral Home.
Ware Funeral Home believes that you deserve the very best. When life's journey comes to an end, you want a funeral home to be there before the need arises, to answer questions and offer affordable funeral service options, to be there during your time of loss to offer genuine caring and concern. And you want a funeral home to be there after the service to assist and guide you through the maze of paperwork and offer grief assistance and materials. Ware Funeral Home, US 27 North, caring enough to give you the very best.
Since 1956, your local hometown station and the home of the Breads and Phillies. WCYN, 1400 AM and 101.3 FM.
Well, as we continue, Phillies trailing 18-11 to Villa Madonna Academy. The Vikings out of Northern Kentucky in the 9th region. Villa Hills, Kentucky, technically. I say technically because that's a very small community up there. As we continue, Madeline Carmen, one of the 3 8th graders, will get ready to serve. Carmen gets it across, and McCoy gets it. Goes to Lexi, to Lauren, out of bounds, 19-11. Biggest lead they've had at 8. Back in action this Thursday night, as far as on the radio side of things. Phillies making the trip to Campbell County. Ball dug out by Hill. Lexi back across this to Condit. McCoy to Lexi to Hill. Continuing to try to move. Gifford sits up. Condit. Watson returns fire. The Vikings get a hand on it. Out of bounds it'll go. Phillies pick up the point 19-12. Audrey Whitaker in for Owen McCoy. Lillian Watson gets ready to serve. Harris County back in action tomorrow night, though. Not a radio match, though, as they make the trip to Lafayette. Continue to try to move. Watson gets it across. Return fire. Whitaker. Rosanio. Gifford. Gifford sets up Rebecca Rosanio. That's Dawson. Digs in out to Lexi. Lexi goes to Hill. He goes for the kill. She gets it across. Condick returns fire quickly. It falls against Harrison County 20-12. Owen McCoy in for Lillian Watson. Anna Rosanio will have a seat as it's Ellie Bretling coming back in. Condick, she'll serve. Out of bounds it'll go. Phillies pick up the point, 20-13. Cheyenne Ross in for Lauren Highlander. She'll get ready to serve for the Phillies. Phillies down by 7, 20-13 here in the second set. They trail 1-0 in the match. Ross dug out. Gifford gets it to Bretling. Across it goes. Out of bounds. Too hard. 20-13. 2014 rather. 6-point lead. Ross. It's a back across. Dug out that time by Chadwick. Gets it over to Bretling, who's too far from the net. He'll hit it into the net. It'll fall against the Vikings, 2015. Phillies down by 5. Back in will come Madeline Carmen, the 8th grader for Villa Madonna. Cheyenne Ross will try to continue this run. Cheyenne gets it up, and across we go. To Bretling. Bretling goes for the kill. Whitaker says no. And it'll fall against the Vikings. 2016. The Phillies have cut this lead in half. Still trail by 4. Timeout on the floor called by Coach Kitchen. And Harrison County trying to get back in this thing. They've trailed by as many as 8. They trail by 4 at the moment, 20-16. They gave up the opening set. Looked like they was ready to deliver the knockout punch, and the Vikings kind of came back and ended up taking that opening set, 28-26. We'll see what happens here. 20-16 our score. Playing the best of 3. Phillies have to continue to win to pull this out tonight. And here we go. Very quiet all of a sudden. Ross will serve. Gifford gets it up. She will then get it across to Sebald. She'll get across the net. Harrison County returns. Continue to try to move at Sebald. Ross keeps it alive on the floor. Nice job by Shia. Continue to try to move. Rosanio. That's Rebecca. Gets it across. Past the diving Lexi Highlander. 21-16. Carly Mullet back in for Cheyenne Ross. Rebecca Rosanio will get ready to serve. Rosanio gets it across. That's McCoy to Lexi. Hill tries to tip it across, and as she does, Bretling will tip it right back to her. Phillies can't handle it. 22-16. Rosanio, one of those 3 seniors, will get ready to serve. Dug out by McCoy. McCoy to Lexi. Lexi to Hill for the kill. And Rosanio returns. Lexi Highlander back. Bretling to Gifford. Back to Bretling. Whitaker gets the returns. We'll set up. Sebald gets it across. Lexi Highlander. That's Bretling. Ball gets out of bounds. Knocked out of bounds by Harrison County. 23-16. So back to a 7-point lead as the Vikings have put 3 points on the board in a row here. Rosanio knocks it out of bounds. 23-17. See if the Phillies can answer here in the second set, much like the Vikings did in the first. Harrison County was up 23-19 before falling 28-26. Back across. Try to move. That's Rosanio to Gifford. Across the net we go. Dug out that time by Hill. Hill to Lexi. Lexi to Dawson. Across we go. Rosanio will keep it alive. Bear Bretling back to Rosanio. McCoy with a dig out. She'll find Lexi. Lexi to Dawson. Back across. It'll fall in. 23-18. Phillies pick up the point. Jolie Hill gets ready to serve for Harrison County. Senior with a couple of dribbles, and across we go. Gifford with a dig out. She'll find Anna or Rebecca Rosanio. Back across we go. Bretling that time. Harrison County's mullet gets a hand on him. McCoy across the net we go. Anna Rosanio to Rebecca Rosanio. She'll set up Bretling. Bretling across. Lexi back across to Bretling. Bretling gets it to fall past the diving McCoy. 24-18. Should be match point. Yeah, 24-18. They'll probably put that point up there. Victoria Sebald, the junior, will get ready to serve. Setting up for match point. Fields with the dig out. She'll find Lexi. Back over to McCoy. Rosanio gets it across, and that time into the net was Villa Madonna. The Phillies will pick up the point, 24-19. Well, McCoy gets ready to serve. Still match point. Across the net we go. Dug out by Rosanio. Gifford turns around and sits up Carmen. Carmen for the kill. And it'll fall in. Well, wait a minute. They'll give the point. They'll say it was out. 24-20. There was some question there, and right call was made. Out of bounds it'll go. Phillies will pick up the point, 24-20. Phillies cannot make a mistake here. McCoy back across. Gifford turns around, sits up Bretling. Bretling will see McCoy to Lexi. Lexi to Dawson back across. Anna Rosanio gets it to Sebald. Sebald to Gifford. It'll fall in. 25-20. Harrison County falls 2-0 here tonight. As Villa Madonna picks up their 18th win to go 18-6. Harrison County will fall their second match in a row as they will go to 20-11 here this season. Well, Harrison County fought hard but not able to come out with a win tonight as Villa Madonna wins 2-0, 28-26, 25-20, your finals here this evening. Well, as we've been brought to you throughout the entire season, our Harrison County Filly Volleyball Match of the Week being brought to you by the Ware Funeral Home of Cynthiana and in Mount Olivet. On the radio side of things, on the YouTube side of things, being brought to you by Nathan Linville and DanCummins.com.
Ware Funeral Home believes that you deserve the very best. When life's journey comes to an end, you want a funeral home to be there before the need arises, to answer questions and offer affordable funeral service options, to be there during your time of loss to offer genuine caring and concern. And you want a funeral home to be there after the service to assist and guide you through the maze of paperwork and offer grief assistance and materials. Ware Funeral Home, US 27 North, caring enough to give you the very best.
Since 1956, your local hometown station and the home of the Breds and Phillies. WCYN, 1400 AM and 101.3 FM.
Well, it was a close one. Harrison County took what looked like it was going to be taking the first set. Saw Villa Madonna come from behind and pull that one out, 28-26. In the second set, Villa Madonna was up by as many as 8. Harrison County finally falls, 25-20 here this evening. So a very close matchup as Harrison County falls here tonight. Villa Madonna, 2-0 her score. Taking a look as far as some of the other fall sports as we get ready to wrap up our broadcast. The Harrison County Thoroughbreds boys soccer team will be in action tomorrow night up in Mason County. It's a part of the 38th District opening tournament. They'll play at 6. They've got a match against Maysville St. Patrick. They did not meet in the regular season. Tonight, the Harrison County Fillies soccer team is opening up the district tournament as they make their way to Pendleton County. The first match was Pendleton and Mason at 6. Maysville, St. Pat, and Harrison County are scheduled to play at 8 o'clock tonight. Their championship will be on a Wednesday night at 7 p.m. All that, as we said, at Pendleton. The Harrison County Thoroughbreds football team will be back in action this Friday night. Took the week off last week. They're back in action Friday night, making the trip to Mason County to take on the Royals. I'll remind you, speaking of the football team, we'll be back on the air tomorrow night. It's at 7 o'clock at Capilla Kitchen and Cantina Mexican Restaurant for the Harrison County Thoroughbred Football Coaches Roundtable Show. It's Harrison County Coach Van Isaac will have a lot to talk about. And that'll be tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. You're welcome to come. Half-price appetizers during that hour and other specials going on tomorrow night at Capilla Kitchen and Cantina Mexican Restaurant. There you go. That's tomorrow night, 7 o'clock. Harrison County Philly. Well, first let's take a look at Villa Madonna. As we mentioned, they pick up their 18th win to go 18-6 on to the season. As we take a look at their schedule, after tonight, they are back in action tomorrow night at Villa Madonna. Actually, they've got 3 more matches. Tuesday, Wednesday of this week, Newport and the Newport Central Catholic. Both Tuesday and Wednesday, and then next Monday they wrap up their regular season play by hosting Dixie Heights. So that is the way their season looks. Harrison County Phillies on the road tomorrow night, getting back in the 11th region. They'll have a date with the Lafayette Lady Generals tomorrow, and then they get back in the 10th region for the final 3. Will all be in the 10th region as we make the trip to Campbell County Thursday night. We'll be on the air at a 6:30 is scheduled start. Match time will be on the air a little before that Thursday night from Claryville. Please join us for that one. As we mentioned, Villa Madonna wins 2-0 over Harrison County, 28-26 and 25-20 to go 18-6 on the year. Harrison County falls 20-11. Now their record here on the year. Well, we need to say some thank yous. Well, on our YouTube side of things, we say thank you, of course, to Jacob Hill. Does an excellent job, as always, on our YouTube broadcast. We thank Reed Masterson back on the board, and our board operator back at the station tonight on the radio side of things. We thank Dan Cummins and Nathan Linville, your sales and lease consultant. Give Nathan a call for any automobile needs you may have, 859-588-9470, or check him out at dancummins.com, or just go by and see him over in Paris. Right there on 27. And then we also need to say thank you to the Ware Funeral Home. They have been with us each and every match this season as they bring us the Harrison County Fillies Volleyball Match of the Week, both in Cynthiana and in Mount Olivet. Well, that's going to wrap up our coverage. We say thank you to most of all for spending your Monday night along with me here from the Hilltop tonight. Harrison County falls 2-0. The final here tonight over Villa Madonna. And until Thursday night, we'll say good night, everyone.
You've been listening to WCYN Sports, live broadcast of the Harrison County Fillies Volleyball Match of the Week. Brought to you by Ware Funeral Home in Cynthiana and Mount Olivet. Be sure to tune in next time for more thrilling Phillies volleyball action. But until then, thank you for listening to WCYN Sports.